Hello you bags of garbage, welcome back to my most and least favorite game of all time, namely Conquest Dark. Picking it right back up after the last episode of this game where if you watched we unlocked the Thief. It is a completely new class, I have no idea what they do, but still somehow excited to get in and try them out. Now, if you have followed this channel before, you would have seen me struggle in this game, you would have seen me hate it, love it, and now, well, we're back at playing it. So, I don't know, I don't really know what we're doing. We're just continuing to grind through the map. This stage unlocks a new class, I think the Lunar Wizard. Finally, by the way, if you have followed this series, you will probably know I spent my ass to complain about the game not having an endless mode. Finally, after last episode, I believe, we have unlocked it. I don't know if people want to see me play this yet, or if I should grind a few more stages first before we get into that, but I don't know, we'll see. People actually do tend to comment on these, so please, any potential commenters, tell me whether endless mode is more entertaining than stages. But before that, maybe we'll try a bit of both. I'll try beating one or two stages, and then maybe we'll try an endless run, see where that gets us. But yeah, back at it again. If you're completely new to this channel, which is very likely, I suggest you follow one of my earlier videos, probably the first one on this game. If you have no idea what's going on there, I kind of explain more what's happening. On this episode, I'm not going to be explaining anything, just kind of going to be playing it and just narrating as I go. But if you found this video, it is very likely you also know what this game is about, in which case you're welcome to stay, or if you don't require any explanation. I don't think this game is that complex. It's vampire survivors with a few extra gimmicks in essence. So, well, yeah, we're gonna see right in. So far, Thief seems like a better barbarian, but I don't know. Probably people will, as usual, tell me that this is actually a stupid take and then write like long comments on why this is not the case. Let's see, passive ability, quick strike or counter throw. When you primary attack, you also instantly attack a random nearby enemy and generate energy. That sounds really good. When a nearby enemy is about to launch a primary attack against you, throw 2 deadly shurikens. That's really interesting. However, my purpose is to not get hit. So for now, give me extra attacks, considering you also have quite fast attack speed, I believe. Getting some extra energy generation for the Fan of Knights might be really good. I don't know, does Fan of Knights have infinite pierce? Because I saw there was a pierce, a projectile pierce upgrade at some point. But I didn't take it because I see that the Fan of Knife has some pierce, but I'm not really sure if it's infinite or not. Because if it's not, then I probably should get some. Let's see. I'm gonna reroll this. I want but the +1 for bonus health is mid. Give me like a +1 for power ability damage and crit chance and amount is good. I will just stop on that. Let's see. Do I have anything good for these? Like, I already forgot what runes I have. I think my primordial runes were all relating to, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, primordial runes are all relating to crit, while my sun runes, yes, attack reach is in the sun runes. Okay, that's really good for my main attack, because I just need some range. Also, for the Fan of Knives, I forgot to mention, I took projectile split. I'm not sure that would be good. It makes sense to me that this would be, right? Because it shoots so many knives, and they have pierce. So if it has split, then it's like like, how does split work in this game? Actually, I'm not really sure. Does it just like every time it hits the enemy it has a chance to split, in which case it will be really really good? Or does it just have like a chance to split at the end of its lifetime? In this case, it won't be like that impressive, even though it still would be nice. But from what I'm seeing, because it is splitting quite a lot actually, it does seem to be splitting when it hits an enemy, which actually makes it really really good. On last video, by the way, I got some pretty positive comments. It made me really happy. For the first time for the first time ever, people were actually like, "You're doing good," and not telling me that I cannot play this game for shit. I mean, which is also a completely viable thing to say, considering my historical win rate, especially on this, not on this level, but there is this one level that's like, it's the bane of my existence. Like, I attempted it for 1.5 episodes, like, straight, like, literally just that level, and I still could not beat it. If you've seen my second episode, it was basically a sick version of me getting his ass completely handed to him by like this one level, and I don't even know what it is about this one level. It's like, it's just something there. It's the bane of my existence. Like, I really don't know like what was wrong with it. But I mean, you can bet your ass. After this, give me a great chance. After this level, we are going to beat that one. Regardless, like, I feel like I'm already kind of like know what I'm doing in this game, so it should not be that difficult. Let's see, Blade Dash. We've already taken Quick Dash, by the way, so I'm not even gonna bother with that. We're gonna take Blade Dash, obviously, because that's the new option. Dash through enemy units, dealing damage to them, gaining 2 dot charges, and generating energy per target hit. Wait, so does that let me just dash infinitely? No. What's a dodge charge? Maybe that's a completely different mechanic. Generates energy though, so that's good in and of itself. Yeah, sure, crit hit damage. I will have a lot of crit chance, so doing a lot of crit damage. Even though I don't know if crit damage on this was particularly smart. On the dash. Oh, the thief does so much freaking damage. Like, just look at the boss damage. Absolutely insane. Damage to burning. Yeah, the more runes we can get, the better. Artifact. People mentioned this in the last video that unlocked an artifact, but I never saw it. Let's see what this one does. Zaladon's Ring of Rapid Strikes. Each time you primary attack, your attack speed increases. Also, so that's lethal tempo from League. Okay. I mean, for exactly the thief, this seems really, really good. Let's see. Anything crit. At this point, I'm a crit build. Anything that has a crit in it and preferably has like a plus on it. Nah, I want a better one. I want both crit chance. Oh, here's some crit chance and damage. No normal damage, which is a bummer, but both crit chance and crit damage, and movement charges. And chance for rare items, yes. It's a set. That 80% chance for rare items seems really good. Oh, I need to be careful. Last episode I got spoiled from using that lunar shield, or whatever it was called. There was like this one like origin, I think it's called, where you select like what your character could become proficient with. They got the lunar shield, which it just seemed like really, really good. I basically didn't take any damage that run because of how good that one thing was. I'm not sure, like, if the thief has an origin, maybe this would be really good actually for the barbarian, right? Go for more crit, because the barbarian struggles a lot with, like, I mean, I don't know if he struggles with energy generation particularly. I personally don't like the barbarian's primary fires, I guess. They're kind of slow and clunky and don't have range. You know, like the thief just attacks so many times per second. But it might just be that the energy cost of the fan of knives is quite low, so it deceives me as if though it like has very good energy generation. But in reality it doesn't. Last run, if you saw, we played as the ranger, and then we made like some lunar mage ranger hybrid shenanigan, where I had so much energy regen that I was shooting a single time, and then the arrow was firing like my ability like 5 times. Like a single basic attack was firing my like secondary fire 5 times. I think because I got like a really slow weapon and I gave it a lot of pierce. So what happened was, when it passed through all the hordes of enemies, it just kind of like instantly, it was how do you say this? Like it gives energy for every enemy hit. So if every shot charges half of my ability, then hitting 10 enemies with it just fires like 5 of my ability, and it was so good. It just wiped the screen. Now the thief kind of actually seems to be struggling with the common mobs, which is unfortunate. Give me some attack speed set bonus. I'm also bleeding, which is not nice. I have a lot of crit chance. I might actually have more than 100%, but I'm not really sure how to check that. Actually, even though I don't think so. I think I had like 80 because I think what it shows is not like what the item gives, but like what your next stats become. So I think right now I'm actually at 80 crit, which is actually a lot. I should probably, I mean, I shouldn't stop getting it like now, because now crit damage just becomes like a massive damage boost, right? Okay, like my dash just gives me so much energy, it clears everything. Oh yeah, give me the final deadly strikes. Because now I have almost 100 crit, and every dash will just trigger my fan of knives. Infinite times when the fan of knives has like so much chain. Primary attack ability damage or attack force. Yeah, I'm gonna go for ability damage. For primary attack ability damage, I assume it's just my like normal, like generic basic attack basically. Which actually on the thief doesn't even do little damage. Like with the crits it does like pretty good chunks and pretty good. I'm curious like how many characters can you build around their primary fire, because for instance like Archer's primary fire was decent, like especially on one of the balls, but it just seems so bad compared to their like normal, like compared to their abilities, I guess. Give me piercing strikes, if that makes my fan of knives pierce more, that's gonna be really good. Now, I am actually not really that afraid of the bosses. I think I can insta-kill the bosses. Yeah, okay. I absolutely decimate like, all single target enemies. Just get they evaporate. Now, I'm not gonna say it because YouTube has like I don't want to get basically like restricted and stuff, but you can like maybe it's because of the mask. This mini boss that just spawned really looked like a freaking how do you say? It looked like the robes of a historical organization which is known to be like evil basically. It was in, I think it was based in America. You probably get like, if it looked like how I think it is, you probably know what I'm talking about. For a second I was actually gonna say what the hell is that, but it probably was just that I can't see shit through this mask, and it looks like they had like that traditional attires, I guess. What's it called? Wait, I actually have to cut through mid-sentence. I do so much damage, it's actually insane. Like, if I'm just hitting a single target, what does target amount do? Oh, we will get it. If I'm just hitting a single target, I am unstoppable. If I hit a single target, I can just kill it in 2 seconds. The problem is that this caravan is not necessarily a single target. It's actually surrounded by like enemies. Whoa. No, I don't think going for this caravan is actually smart. Even though it's gonna give me like stuff. I want to, but I cannot. The thief is not good for doing this, at least with this build. I just don't have I don't have enough clear. Like I would have the damage to kill it really quickly, but I'm gonna die to the mobs while this is happening. Right now, unironically, I think the blade dash is my saving grace. I probably should go actually for more dodge charges just to spam blade dash. Because the blade dash charges my fan of knives, and that's my main clear right now, because my left click, or like my generic like auto attack is actually it has too little range. Like the amount of enemies that spawn in prevent me from like really going in and hitting like any significant number of them with the basic. It just hits one target, as you can see. The fan of knives does good, but even then it doesn't have that much pierce. Which actually is probably on me, but I didn't really know if it pierces or not. I'm sorry if it's explained. Nope, it actually is not from what I see. So I don't know how much it pierces. I haven't got one pierce. It doesn't seem to be doing that much. Maybe it's just a range cap. Like if it doesn't have a lot of range, maybe it's not pierce issue, but no. But the fact that it just doesn't reach that far. Which actually maybe then I should have just gotten like attack reach for this, right? Resistance, piercing chance. I'm not sure what that does. Let's get it. It's more pierce. At least now I know that I am not pierce capped. Even though I could still get pierce capped. If the base pierce of that thing was like 2, then I would still really easily get pierce capped. Like there are so many enemies. The problem is that most of them are also archers. and mages, and they spawn projectiles, which shouldn't be a problem, but around that time in the video, my diving mask starts getting like, how do you say, like foggy basically, and now I stop being able to see anything. So I mean, the projectiles are small and purple. I'm not sure if there is a way to kind of like get them to be more visible. But if there isn't, expect me to get hit by a lot of shit that you will just see and be like, why are you not dodging this? Like, I challenge you, play a run of this game with the diving mask on. Like, you will see my pain. Like, you will see my struggle. The things I do for you guys. Now you're gonna ask, oh, how is that for us? I don't know, man. Like, at this point, it's my gig, you know. Like, it's the ritual. It's part of the doctrine. Let's see here. Herald of Cool. This reminds me of something. The word cool written like this reminds me of something. Is there some reference that I'm missing, or rather trying to get, but like forgetting about? I need to be quick with killing. No, okay, that's bad. I think my damage actually fell off. It's a bit of a problem.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's my final life. No, I ain't gonna beat this level. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I am dead. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, still, nice try. We got 2 out of 3 bosses. Let's see. We did unlock the new class. Good. That's good. That's what I wanted to get. Because now we have, like, more content to play around it. Even though I probably unlock more shit for the thief as well. You've discovered a new obelisk. Yep. Dark planet on dark rituals? What? Place shards of the black planet onto the obelisk to increase the level of corruption. Ah, that's difficulty increase, right? That's the that's probably like boss cells. I don't know why this is the first thing that popped into my mind. Yeah, if you play Dead Cells, that's the boss cells, or just like kind of like the scaling difficulty up. Now I'm not sure. I have a lot of these like silver medallions, right? And I know what they do, but I'm not really sure what should I spend them on, right? Because I spend them to upgrade specific classes, and I kind of want to keep myself diverse. Should I just kind of like spread them evenly, or is it much better to just pick one set of abilities and run with that? I don't know. What's that common one-handed spell for solar damage? That's probably for the new class. Yeah. I don't know, man. Should I don't know what to do. Like, I'm scared now because I'm not sure if this is reversible or not. I'll just sit on them for now. Maybe I'll upgrade, like, okay, we're gonna go for... I'm gonna play like a sorcerer run, obviously. Let's just upgrade, like... We've already played Ice Spikes. That was the ability we used with the Archer last time. So let's upgrade Powerful till, like, the first threshold. Or Frostfall, rather. And then maybe let's upgrade, like, the Ice Shard, because it's frost damage build. Yeah. It gives rune slots, actually, it's pretty important. Yeah. And then let's go for, like, a passive. Freezing Vortex. Okay. Yeah, sure. And then let's upgrade... well, I'm actually gonna spread my gems evenly across all the thrones, because I think that's a good idea. Right. Chasm of the Fallen Heroes. Prepare to fall. I will have my revenge. And to do so, I will use the new acolyte of Cool. Okay. Should I? So, okay. I already have Cosmic Studies and Lunar Spells, but plus 100 barrier amount might be really good because this character seems to be themed around barrier. So I will actually pick this, even though it seems counterintuitive to kind of like double dip into the proficiency, like I already have it, but getting the barrier amount on a class that has like actual synergies with barrier amount might be what gets me the win this time, actually. Hopefully. Double shot chance, projectile amount, target amount. So I assume target amount is probably like kind of like It lets me shoot more than one target, is what I assume. You know what I never go for? Freeze chance and damage to frozen. Let's go for like damage to frozen this time. And just spam everything for lunar damage. And then now, because I think the frostfall is probably AoE, right? This sounds like something that would be AoE. Yes, okay. So later on, these will just be falling everywhere. I hope. And will just be freezing, like spam freezing everything. Now, in order for me to actually get this to work, I need a lot of shooting. I need my main attack to fire a lot, because right now it just hits one target and doesn't do anything. Attack reach? No. Give me more freeze chance. Let's just go full freeze. And so the gimmick here, I will freeze them, which I don't know how good it is in this game. I assume it's like a short stun. If it is, then this would kind of like let me maneuver around to recharge my barrier. Because barrier, if you haven't seen how it works, even though as I've said 10 times already in this video, you probably know how this game functions. Barrier is kind of like energy shield from Path of Exile if you play that game. Or, I mean, I can just describe it. It basically just recharges itself after not taking damage for a bit. I'll re-roll these. I don't like them. I'll get again the freeze chance. So, oof, wait. So yeah, the barrier is good if you can kind of like give yourself some breathing room. There is a lot of stuff for barrier amounts. The question is, I also have increased proc chance. Interesting. I don't want that yet, I think. Actually, I do want that, because now I get... Oof. Do I want a lot of barrier and crit, or do I want a lot of chance for rare items? Oof, that's difficult. No. Give me like a lot of barrier. You know, like, I mean, yeah, chance for rare items seems good to get early. But, hey, you know, let's get actually some survivability. Alright, for the Frostfall, I'm gonna go with both of the crit runes. I'm just gonna make Frostfall my damage. I'm gonna just give it both crits, and then it's gonna kind of have like the crit sorted out already. So and then for the main attack, I'll just give it stuff that will make it. I'll give it like a mount. I'll give it like pierce. I'll just give it stuff that that let it hit more targets. And then the strategy is we just use the main attack will do like no damage. It will just freeze, however, because it still does lower damage. That's like a freezing gimmick. And it just will charge all the frostfalls, and then the entire arena will be falling with frostfalls and everything's good. We also have gotten slowing garlic. My favorite thing in all of gaming. If you have ever watched any video, like not on Conquest Dark on this channel, any of the other vampire-like games I've played, you will know I freaking love garlic. Like this, I always suck taking it. Like I always die when I take it, but it's just so good. Now, I'm already gonna start going for the barrage double shot chance. And now I'm actually, you might argue that this is not a good idea, because I'm not sure if Frostfall works with the mount. Actually it should, right? It has icy projectiles. Yeah, then it will work with the mount. Then don't listen to me, because I was gonna argue like, if my main ability doesn't benefit from this, it's probably not smart to dip into a mount. But okay, projectile split chance for the auto attack. That's good. Here is like a really big one. We can again go for chance for rare items, but we can also go for crit chance, crit damage, and for projectile pierce. 1.5 pierce is really big, because I have splits, like the projectile forks basically, which is really huge, because now like the splitting will become exponentially better, if you get what I mean. When you get like the pierce, right? Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, the pierce becomes exponentially better. So now I only need some attack speed and like more pierce. So basically just more things that will trigger the Frost Nova so that it falls like literally everywhere. Give me more freeze chance actually, and damage to frozen. That seems really good if I freeze everything. Okay, A caravan, that's a small one though. This one I should be able to do easily. Like, it's not as... That was not as difficult as the one we saw on the previous stage. It had, like, less enemies. Okay, so the sun ones, I believe, had a mount. But do I want a mount? Or do I want... Give me 4 piers. Honestly. Because 1.5 we had, now we get 2.5 more, now we have 4 piers. Like this, right now, you would say, like, they're not even 4 enemies. When we start getting the massive enemies... My main attack generates like 10 energy per hit. That potentially can trigger my Frostfall like 4 times now, if it actually goes off. Like it hits all of its possible targets without even thinking about the split. We got some lunar damage. I'm not sure, still not sure how these shards work, by the way. Let's see, the dormant Death Fang. This guy's simple. We like, I usually die on the last boss of this stage, but this time we win. Barrier is so broken. Like with barrier, I just feel like there is like nothing that could happen, that could go wrong. Basically, let's reroll these. I don't like these. But I like these even less. All right, we go for, when in doubt, go for crit. We didn't get enough rare item stuff. It's unfortunate. Let's go for crit damage. 125 crit damage is so big. Projectile duration, what the hell is that? Honestly, give me upgraded crit damage. It could never go wrong with that. Okay, Zaladon's ring. Would that be really good on this character? I think it would, right? Given the reduced bleed rate, just in case. I think it would. Because I never really stop attacking with this character, I think. Teleport. And regenerate 50% of your maximum barrier. This is spastic. This is so freaking good. I'm actually not sure how much I got, but I have so much barrier. I think I might be just invincible now. Because, oh, like, okay. I get hit, they consume a barrier, all I have to do is press spacebar twice. I slow everything down around me so much. Nothing can really get to me. Does that? No, it doesn't do damage, okay. The build's already kind of starting to get there. Let's see. Attack reach, this will make my... Yes, this makes my... That's area, basically. This makes the aura bigger. That's big, because... But intended. Because not only is that just, like... incredible for defensive reasons, it also stacks so well with the damage to Frozen that they have from the Call of the Winter Moon. Sure, give me crit hit damage and damage to injured. My main damage dealing ability, which is the Frostfall right now, is stacks like directly with crit hit damage. But wait then, if attack reach is actually just area, wouldn't that be really good on the Frostfall? Because then projectiles can overlap better, right? Actually, I mean, I didn't know it works like this, but that's actually a good point. This might actually be really good. Let's go for... I mean, none of these are that nice. I don't know if resistance piercing chance is. Resistance piercing chance. I don't know what it does. Give me barrier amount, honestly, like 500 barrier amount. Yeah. We got plus 100 from the origin. I'm not sure if that just goes like additively to everything or if it's a multiplicative bonus. I doubt it's a multiplicative, that would be so broken. Like right now I'm so tanky, but I don't even need it. Like I do so much damage. I think like I finally figured out the gimmick of this game, right? Like you just want to get your energy. That's the actual point of the energy mechanic, is that you want to make your energy generators hit so many things and attack so quickly that you just get to cast your secondary skills like every half a second. Okay. And then that just gives you like a gold run basically. But then, okay, doesn't that make ranged characters like infinitesimally more broken than melee characters? Because how do you make a melee attack hit 30 enemies? Like, how do you do that? I mean, maybe if you get like a lot of reach and stuff like that, but still, you kind of have to angle yourself in the perfect position just to hit. That then you're in the middle of the pack, you can get damaged, and you can then you start losing lives, and everything goes to shit from there. Whereas like being ranged just lets you stay 30 screens away, or rather 1 screen away, but you have what I mean, and just hit everything, so you generate like infinite amount of projectiles, and then you keep like, it's like a loop. It just goes like, you do damage to do more damage. I mean, it's not a loop actually, because the, yeah, never mind, that doesn't make sense. It's not a loop because the secondary ability doesn't charge the primary. It's not a loop, it's just really good. It's like, it feels like a loop. It kind of feels like they trigger each other, even though they don't. But like, I see so many frost falls appearing everywhere that it just seems broken. But then, maybe the gig is... Oh. But yeah, maybe the gig is, you just go for like Barbarian, and then you just take like the bow proficiency, right? Because there is a skill that gives you bow proficiency, so maybe just the gig is you just go bow proficiency on all the melee characters, like the rogue and the barbarian and all that. And then you just go for like that power shot bow that gives you like 30 energy per shot. And you just go for some like 1 or 2 pierce, and then you just spam like the fan of knives. But, and not the fan of knives, the seismic strike. But I mean, the problem I see with this is that if you do that, like if you go for projectiles on a character that doesn't scale with projectiles, then you kind of like fuck yourself over, right? Because you waste level ups on damage that doesn't affect like your primary ability. I mean, on a rogue it's gonna be really good, I think, the short bow proficiency, because the rogue's fan of knives are a projectile, so getting pierce and amount will actually still work. But on barbarian I don't think is gonna be good. Unless, I actually think there was a secondary ability that was projectile based on the barbarian, right? Or am I wrong? I think there was. I'm not mistaken here. Let's bait Zordolf the Unlucky in the Frostfall. Man, like Zordolf, like frick you, man. Like I hate this stage. At this point, like I'm usually like on no HP. It's so satisfying to just maybe a bit too late for rare items. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's too late for rare items. Like I'm usually already getting like completely cooked around this point. So Zordolf, like seeing Zordolf melt like that is so nice. Now, unfortunately, something that I actually forgot about is that when we play as this class, we don't gain faction XP. So that's actually kind of... I mean, I was gonna try this character anyway once, but we shouldn't actually play as the Magician. We should be playing as any of the other 3, because for the other 3 characters we have the faction bonus. So that gives me like something. This unlocks relics, I think. But for this class, there's gonna be a faction shrine, or whatever they're called, somewhere at some point. But I think it probably was behind the stage I just died to. So I don't have it. Now, the enemies are starting to get tanky again, but the thing is, I have so much pierce and forks and shit like that it doesn't matter. Even if I am getting overwhelmed, I will spam so many frostfalls that everything will just get, well, frozen, and then like nothing can really reach me. So we're like, I feel like I'm the infinite stoller right now. I mean, I'm the frost-based character, so that makes sense, but I have so much barrier. I just saw like an enemy hit me, it did like invisible damage to me. I am the immortal tank stunner build right now. I don't know, I mean, I was gonna say, I don't know if that's fun to watch, but honestly, like, I also, like, my ability is like so cool looking that like, I'm not even just like a lame, boring ass tank. Like I also do like a shit ton of damage. Okay. And I'm getting like more amounts, more split chance, more everything. I like that freezing aura stuff. Like that's the unsung hero, because I am a directional character. Like I do shoot in one direction and then I kind of create my damage zones there. The ability to just have everything in a massive radius be slowed just lets me do whatever I want. I am Gorgeous Totoro, basically, if you know what I'm talking about. And it's probably lucky because I have that rune for area of effect trap that just makes this ability so much better. But still, like, I mean, I do have the rune. That actually got me curious. Like with the conversation about the short bow, wouldn't thief plus short bow be really really good? I will try this. I will try this the next run. Next run I'll probably try an endless mode. There's probably no point in playing that, but I kind of want to try one. Like I cannot not, right? It's I've spoken so much shit, like I've said so much about it. But then again, if I actually end up making a strong run in endless mode, isn't that kind of stupid? Because then I'm gonna have this episode be like 2 hours long. Yeah, that's probably not smart. I will make a dedicated video just on the endless mode. Maybe after I get some more unlocks, like a few more unlocks, and then I'll just make like the ultimate like builds. I mean, I'll probably just play around with all characters in endless mode. I mean, like this game at this point is low-key fun. Like I completely switched up. To be fair, like yeah, people were right. You really like this game really gets a bit better when you kind of understand it a bit more. You need like a few runs because at first it does seem pretty boring, but it like for me, okay, I'm gonna be honest. What really kind of got me was the energy mechanic. I'm a sucker for these. Like when you can make something, like do something that empowers something else and just kind of like chain it like that. Like I make a projectile that gets spears, that forks, that hits like the entire map, and then this projectile generates like an infinite amount of frost arrows, just like freeze everything. It's kind of like these like kind of like chained build ideas. This like really gets me. That's like one of my favorite things in games. This is really cool. That's really well designed. Give me free shares. And it's even a shame. Like I mean, I talked so much shit about this game. Again, like. To be fair, it wasn't even that slow. Like, come on, this like it started getting good at like 2 hours in. Like, I didn't play it that much. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. Well, maybe that just yeah. You cannot really judge a book by its score, right? You cannot just judge a game like immediately. I guess. But yeah, I mean now is actually very fun. Like I'm having a blast with this game. I really like it. It's definitely. I mean, it's not like best horde survival I've ever played. I mean, that will probably go to Vampire Survivors. Well, I don't know if it's objective. That's actually a good debate. Is it objective to say that the first was the best just because it gave you like the most fun time? Like objectively, does that make it the best? Because in a vacuum, I don't think it is. I think there are better Vampire Survivors clone than Vampire Survivors. But, I mean, none of them gave me as much enjoyment, obviously, because I could never... Like, the gameplay loop was still as fresh as it could be when I was still playing, like, the original. But is that then fair to say that this was the best one? Because, okay, if I have to be honest, the best one for me is likely Death Must Die. Like, I think that was my favorite one. I'm right now trying to think of what, like, some that are really up there. I mean, this one's actually pretty fun as well. This one's, like, on the higher end, so it's like, above average. Definitely above average, actually. Like, above average for the good ones. Like, if we ignore, like, the mega shits that come out, like, every day.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's probably Death Must Die was my favorite one. Like, I think it's not my favorite one, is the best one, I think. But Vampire Survivors is easily my favorite one.
Nope.
I don't know, like, let me know what you think. Is it, like, I mean, it really depends on how you look at it, right? Like, if you look at it as, like, best gave you the most fun, then yeah, of course, the first one will be the best. By the way, frick this level. Like, frick this level. The Chasm of Fallen Heroes get, like, I'm so fucking happy, like, deserved. Let's activate now. I feel confidence. We activate the shard. Get cooked up. There is nothing more to say. Like, get cooked up. You're nothing to me. Suffer the wrath and all that. Okay, we'll do one more. We're gonna go thief, bow build. Thief bow build, and we're gonna go. I'm not sure what we're gonna go. We're just gonna go. Wait a second. Movement ability, Falling Comet. this 6,000 lunar damage. But splits evenly among all enemies hit. Still, doesn't that just one-shot the boss? The last stand of Zaladon. What a fitting level to get completely obliterated. And it unlocks shit for the thief. Well, then we play thief. Thief to unlock thief. I will get killed on the last stand of Zaladon or whatever, by the way, like, just so you know. Yeah, give me crit hit damage to start with. Wait, what? Court Dancer. We unlocked the thief proficiency. No, I don't want that. Give me balls. Yeah, we unlocked thief proficiency. Yeah, that was what I was saying for the... What was I saying for the guy, for the barbarian? This would be nice. Let's go for short bow. For short bow, if, like, ability to get short bows. Okay. Wait. But he already... Like, the thief already has a... It's better. It attacks faster. And, like... Oh, like, fuck hell, man. I mean, to be fair, it's not useless. Because I still get the projectile pierce. But yeah, I mean, give me the dagger, obviously. Like, it does primal damage. It's just better than the bow. But then, wait, then that was the point of the bow. What's the point of the bow proficiency, then? Like, doesn't that just make it useless? I mean, maybe there is some cool short bows, or like you can build around. Actually, you can probably build around it. That's probably the point. I also got proficiency survival, which I'm not really sure what it does. Can I just say that right now I do no damage? I think it's because I activated the rune. I am just useless. I barely kill enemies. Hopefully this trend will stop when we get our energy like generator. Just saying, I will go like... We're going full attack speed. First we're going full attack speed, and then we're gonna go for, because right now we have some pierce, and extra pierce early on will do nothing. Full attack speed to be able to charge the fan of knives off of like a single target. Because we are going fan of knives, you can bet on that. Oh, but wait. What about ricochet shot? Because now we got the proficiency. So you can get ricochet shot. Do we want ricochet shot? No, actually. Or do we? I'm indecisive. You know what? Frick it. Let's try it. Thief ricochet shot. Why not? We're just gonna go so much attack speed. Infinite attack speed. I know we just upgraded the fan of knives. Ignore that. Simple fact. Chance to stun with primal damage. I mean, I do a lot of primal damage, but nah, give me crit. I need damage, like just normal damage. Ricochet shot does not, I think, benefit from pierce, which is not good, because like I will be getting a lot of pierce. 150 primary ability damage. Isn't that like... Isn't that a lot? I mean, no, not really. He does no damage, he does 40%, that's just a generator. Yeah, we're gonna go for the normal path, we're gonna go just crits everywhere. Okay, we're starting throwing knives. For throwing knives, we want... From the moon tree, we want projectile split chance. We want the throwing knives to split, because that will give us a lot of energy regen later. Give me power ability damage. I still don't know what resistant pierce does. Give me more crit. We need to secure that. We need to get 100% crit so that we do damage even with the ricochet shot, which actually is quite a low damage ability. If we can make ricochet shot do all the damage, and then we get throwing knives to just split everywhere and do everything we want it to, then we will have no problem against single target. The only problem we'll have is groups. And now, you might say, well then don't we just go... Don't we go burst shot? Or not groups, we only will have a single target. And then don't we just go burst shot? Because quick strike only works in melee, right? Nearby enemies. And counter throw is shit. Or it sounds bad at least, like I don't want to stay close to anything for it to hit me. So actually give me burst shot. And I know it does solar damage, but who cares? I'm not going to be specking into primal, I'm just going to be specking into crit anyway. So now the solar, the burst shot, what I mean, will just kind of shotgun the boss, right? All I have to do is make sure that this hits the boss, and that's how we win. Okay? Okay, then them taking the bow proficiency was good, because that also unlocks the abilities of the characters. Yes, okay. That's nice. Which also makes it interesting. What if you get the dash also, and you get like the Thieves dash on a character? Give me instant attack chance, that's so good. You get the Thieves dash on a character, like on the Barbarian with Seismic Slam. Okay, like... That sounds cool. Ricochet. What do you want for Ricochet? Any Sun runes that we would want. Can Ricochet split? We already got the split. We don't want anything Sun. We will just want this. Give me crit damage. Because we're gonna be going 100 crit chance anyway. So the crit chance does nothing. Or well, right now it does a lot. But eventually the idea is that it will do nothing. And then we just want crit damage, because the Ricochet is handicapped, like it doesn't do that much damage. Give me more attack speed. Just as fast as I can recharge everything. The burst shot is just every 3 seconds, yeah, okay. Does it generate energy? No, it doesn't. That's kind of unfortunate. I feel like the Thieves energy generating will be really good. The Thieves energy generating will go so hard with the Barbarian, though. Like, this would go so good with the Barbarian, who just attacks, like, with the axes. You just go for that quick strike thingy, and it gives you all the energy regen. And then you spam freaking Seismic Slams every 2 seconds. Okay, yeah. Give me freedom, give me fire. Give me a million energy generation or retire. Is that how that song goes? I already forgot. Let's see. More attack speed, just more attack speed. We go like in deep. We're showing it because we're gonna get, like, you know it, I know it. We're gonna get the Ring of Zaina, or how it's called. I already forgot. This thing, the lethal tempo. Then we just get infinite attack speed. And the nice thing with this type of like kind of like ramping up attack speed is the faster you start, the faster you reach the limit as well, right? Because it triggers every time I attack. So if I start with a lot of attack speed, and I just hit the boss 10 times in 2 seconds, we're already getting the max ring. We're already getting like everything, and then I would just spam, like we spam ricochets. And the nice thing about ricochet is it can target the boss, and it will be clearing everything around the boss. So it's just gonna be like... Wait, why are you immune? That will only claim one of us. Yeah, no shit. But like... can that be you, please? Senuket the Undying. You most definitely have a gimmick. And I see what your gimmick is. I need to kill the mummies. The mummies come, and the moment they walk into the arena, I think, yes, they give you the shield. Then we need to kill the mummies, right? And that disables your shield. Yes, okay. Well, I am sorry, Senuket, but putting a big green arrow over the one thing that lets you stay alive is likely not the most efficient way to not die. Contrary to your name. You know it, I know it, you go crit chance. We got a new relic though. When an enemy afflicted with freeze dies, it shatters. This would have been so fun for last build. Now I want to repeat last build with this. This would have been so fun. I mean, we are getting Zaladon's Ring of Rapid Strikes because we don't freeze for shit. But this would be so funny with that one other thing. We don't need crit damage. You know what? Give me projectile pierce on the burst shot. Because the burst shot, I don't think pierces at all. I mean, it probably does because we have the energy cost reduction is so good. Because we have just the base pierce from the class and everything. Energy cost reduction is so funny. I will actually be leveling this up. I love energy cost reduction in this type of games and stuff like that because it just lets you spam so much more. Now, a caravan. Can we beat it? We might be able to actually. If Ricochet decides to get good to me, and hit the right targets, we will beat. Come on, ring of Zelabor, ring of whatever. Charge. No, we don't have a single target damage. Fortunately, this run I do like most single target damage. Not no, but really a lot less. And that's because we don't have the crit thing max. We need the crit thing max. We need every shot to do that we do to crit. Because right now we only have like 40% crit. That's not much. I need to get to at least 80. If we're at like 80, then we don't really need 100. But 40 is miserable. Like 40 doesn't feel good. I have too much crit damage and I can't capitalize on it right now. Which, by the way, it doesn't really do anything because I still one-shot everything. But, I mean, not everything actually, we just couldn't kill the caravan. I mean, I still one-shot the small enemies, is what I mean. But this will change really soon. Let's reroll these. These are all bad. Let's reroll these. These are all bad. Give me crit. By the way, I forgot to mention, we got a disengage also from the archer. This is just good. I no need to explain, right? It's just the projectile-based dash is just good. It is just good. Rune imbuement, disengage. For disengage, I mean, no reason not to take commands, right? I've hit my max runes for everything else. Crit chance, we need crit chance and not primary ability damage preferably, so reroll this. Anything good that gives... I need something that gives crit chance. But then 30% all damage is difficult to talk against, right? Because we don't have any all damage, that's just 30% multiplicative damage. That's really good. I cannot pass that up. Because if you already have like 40 or 50%, 30% damage is like less. But if you have no damage, like just flat damage increase, and you get just a 30% on top of that, just like as the multiplier, then it's necessary, then we cannot skip it. As much as I want crit, it's more. This gives me more damage than 10% crit, most definitely. Actually, it does it. I don't know how much crit damage I have, so that actually mathematically might not check out. But if I manage to actually like near cap my crit, then it will become much better. Give me attack speed. Yeah, I'm just attacking infinitely fast because of the ring of Zaleb, whatever. Like, who named this, man? The Zaladon's ring. Problem is that Zaladon's ring only works if I'm not stopping to attack, which I like don't necessarily always do. But to be fair, that's a good thing, right? Because it just means that the enemies are dying quick enough. Zaladon's ring, by the way, is in essence a really good relic. I love relics like this. It's kind of like it's rich get poorer, poor get richer. Because in many games they give you relics that are kind of like only good if you're already ahead, right? Zaladon's ring is the exact opposite of this. If I'm weak as shit and I cannot kill anything, then it gets max effect, because then the enemies in front of me are alive. And I can ramp it up, and it will just give me infinite damage. And if the enemies in front of me are dying, then yeah, Zaladon's ring can't really like ramp up, yeah. But I don't even need it to ramp up at that point, because if everything is dying so quickly that I cannot ramp this up, it means that I don't need it. So this is like it's the perfect relic to get when you're like doing bad. By the way, I lost a life there, which means I'll start. We get the second artifact as well. But I don't freeze anything, man. When an enemy will freeze dies. Yeah, I don't do anything. Like, this doesn't do anything for me. I'll skip it. Like, literally does nothing for me. That's unfortunate. Chained targets. I still don't know what it does. You know what? Give me the damage to Frozen. This will be really good with the other build. Now, here, we cannot not go for crit. Like, now we need crit. Give me crit, man. What the hell? Fuck. No crit. Then power ability damage. No crit, we go for ability damage. Making Ricochet do 8,000 will be very good. I feel like Ricochet is actually bad, by the way. Like, I don't think that's good. We probably should have gone for the chaining actually on the Ricochet, and then it's probably gonna be really good. But right now it's not good. It just doesn't hit enough things to be worth it. If I had gone Fan of Knives, I would have been so much stronger. Wait, what the hell is happening? What's killing me? They're invisible fuckers. And I was gonna say I cannot see them, and it makes sense because they're invisible. But that's so horrible. That's like, these counter me. I don't see shit regardless. Like, I do not see anything because of the mask anyway. These fuckers are just like, they are playing on my weaknesses, man. The fuck is this? Fuck off. Nah, that's so bullshit. Like, I cannot beat this level ever on camera. I cannot beat this. I just cannot. Like, I cannot see the enemies to dodge them. I mean, I probably can if I make like the build from last time and not this weird gimmicky Thief Ricochet build I'm doing right now, but come on, man. Like, really? You're gonna put visibility problems in your game? Okay, that's kind of infuriating, but oh well. We unlocked a lot of stuff. We unlocked Bandit set, which sounds good for the Thief. We unlocked the Scimitar, which sounds useless. Some Arcane Orb shenanigans, that's probably for the Wizard character. And the Dance of Daggers. Well, great stuff. That was... Wait, I was gonna do my outro, but... Ritual length extended to tier 5. Oh shit. There's some new stuff there. Okay, that's for next time. But anyway, that was Conquest Dark, episode 4, I believe. Thank you very much for watching. If you reached this far into the video, I really appreciate you being here. If you like this style of content and want to see more of other games like Conquest Dark, similar, or just Conquest Dark, because I'm going to be making more episodes of this game, definitely, please consider subscribing, following the channel. Every subscriber is just very cool, because I have 28, so each one counts. Your input counts. I appreciate it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. That's it.